Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Having some technical issues, so you're going to see the screen, the slide that I'm talking about, and you're going to get to see what the next screen will look like. Technical issues would take too long to fix, so we're going to go with this. All right, what are we going to talk about today? Today we're going to talk about something that hasn't happened since September of 2019. What happens if next year you're just collecting applications and you're going to do things normally? So that's what we're going to talk about, traditional meal benefit application process. What do you do? It's been a couple of years, so we'll talk about it. All right, first of all, we know that people this year did collect applications and they had difficulty collecting them. Families did not want to turn them in. So we had a person here that was working on and created some documents to help send to families to be able to collect applications. Families don't feel they need to fill out the application because the children are eating at no charge. Even if you are not doing a special provision, because of the law the state of Maine passed last session, their students will not be charged. Students will all be getting universal, no charge meals for breakfast and lunch at public schools. There's a web page that has the documents that have been created to help explain to families why they need to submit it in. It can be found on the Child Nutrition web page. You'll go to the Child Nutrition web page, select Student Eligibility, and at that screen, you'll see under Student Eligibility and Applications, there's a Meal Benefit App Toolkit. You select that, and you'll get all kinds of information that'll help explain to the families why they will benefit from completing a child nutrition application. Okay, traditional application process. Collect applications. Any benefit that the children have from the prior school year, the 30 school day carryover is in effect. So if you did collect applications for this school year, that benefit will carry just like normal for 30 school days or until a new application is received. You will collect the applications, process the applications within 10 days. You'll send notices home to the families of the eligibility determination. That's a requirement of USDA. Even though it doesn't really mean that much to the family, USDA requires that the families be notified of their benefit. The state of Maine is paying for the universal meals. It's still a USDA program, so we still have to follow their rules. You're collecting applications. You'll complete verifications in the normal process. Once October 1st hits, you'll see how many applications you have. You'll do the math. You'll do the normal process. October 31st, you'll complete the normal survey in CNP Web based on the October 31st free and reduced approved applications. Because you're collecting applications, because you're in a traditional process, all meals are claimed based on the student eligibility. They're free, they're reduced, or they're paid, approved status. That's how they'll be claimed. A couple of things to remember when you go into CNP Web, because you're traditional, when you get to the verification question, you'll select basic. We're not going to get into the verification process in depth right now. That'll be a whole new presentation in September or October. You'll complete the error-prone process. There's information on the web page, but in CNP Web, when you're completing your annual participation agreement for type of verification, you will select Basic. As I mentioned, the October survey, it's done normally based on the number of approved applications as of October 31st, submitted in CNP Web with your November claim. This slide has some incorrect information. My apologies. Pricing programs. The state of Maine is paying the difference between federal reimbursement and free meals to the reduced and paid meals for both breakfast and lunch. The state of Maine has already been doing this for reduced, and now they will pick it up for the paid difference for public schools. Students are not charged for a reimbursable meal. Students are charged for a la carte. If students just want a cold milk for their packed meal from home, they are charged for that. They are not charged for a reimbursable meal. And as I mentioned, you'll be doing normal claiming based on student eligibility. Because of that, when you go into CNP Web and you're filling out your annual site information sheet, question 38, you'll now say regular claiming because that's what you're going to do. You're not going to be doing a special provision. You're going to be doing regular claiming. And then it's question 41 asks, is lunch a pricing program or non-pricing program? Because of what the state of Maine is doing, it is a non-pricing program. For breakfast, further on down on the site information sheet, going to do it the exact same thing. Question 46, participation, regular claiming. Breakfast, once again, it's a non-pricing program. Additional information, because, this is a fairly short slide presentation. I could have just sent you an email saying remove so many slides from the special provision 2, but we decided to go ahead and go through this. All kinds of information for those of you that have never had to process applications before can be found on our webpage. Nutrition, select student eligibility, and there's information there about approving the applications. There's links for verification if you want to get a heads up on that. All this stuff we have information on. If you have questions about processing applications when you get them, you want to start looking at this ahead of time, contact anyone in this office. If they can't answer the question, they'll send it to a reviewer who can answer the questions about how do I do this? What do I do? We already have the income guidelines for school year 2023. They will not be posted until July 1st. If you want to look at them, you can do a search on the USDA website. We will not be posting what we have until July 1st. We do not have National School Lunch Program reimbursement rates for the next school year 23 yet. As soon as we have them, that information will be disseminated and posted on our webpage. So, as I said, this is a very short presentation. I've gone through everything. I've explained the things. This is traditional. It's going back to the way things were done, well, 2.5 years ago. Remember, it was about 2 years ago next week that the stuff hit the fan and everything changed. At this point in time, we believe next year will be a normal, traditional application process. So, I've gone through this. Yes, it went fast. There wasn't a lot of information to state. So, we're going to turn this over to Paula. She's shaking her head no, that at this point there are no questions. Wait a minute. We got one. Yay! 10 minutes in.
When do we fill out the application for NSLP? July 1st?
We're still working on that. We believe it can be done sooner. Normally it is done July 1st. When it is available, when we are ready for it to be filled out, we will post that to the Thursday update. Remember, we do everything. All the information we disseminate to you is through the Thursday update. If you know someone that needs to be on it, they can sign up. Just be sure that when you're signing up for the Thursday update, the email address you use is either for the school, you can send it to your personal email, that's your choice, but we have to know that if you're signing up for the Thursday update, you are in a school. We do not allow brokers, salespeople to access this. This is a Maine child nutrition listserv. All right, looks like Paula's reading another question.
Does this mean we will not be using the special provision program?
You can't. That is your choice. You have three options for school year 23. You can do community eligibility provision, either district-wide or per building or group of buildings if they meet the 40% direct cert to enrollment. Anybody, any district in the state of Maine can do special provision 2. If you're doing special provision 2, you're only collecting applications in the base year, and then for the next 3 years, you do not. Traditional, the normal, as we want to say, you're collecting and processing applications every year. Whichever program you participate in is your choice. If you qualify for CEP, you can do it. If you don't qualify for CEP, but you want to do special provision 2 and save time for 3 years, you can do it. We've got those presentations posted on the website, and this one will be posted later as well. Are we done? We have another one. They're coming in.
If doing special provision 2, can this year be our base year?
No, because you didn't. Special provision 2, the claiming is based on the free and reduced students that ate in the base year. This year, since you're SSO, you don't know what free and reduced students ate. So if you decide to select special provision 2, beginning in school year 2023, that will be your base year. Anything else?
Nope.
If you think of any questions after we're done, call us, send in an email, we'll get back to you. Either later today or tomorrow, this presentation and this PowerPoint will be posted on our website. Is a question being typed? We've got one just came in. I need to stop talking and just say we're done.
Is there a sample press release for special provision 2?
On the special provision website, yes. You can access that by going to the eligibility webpage. No, the National School Lunch webpage, scrolling down to special provisions, that'll take you a link to the special provision page, which has a sample press release. Going once, going twice. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good rest of the day.